Hey everyone, this is Sean Butner. Sorry about that, but I just had some technical difficulty. But welcome to this week's video on energy, confidence, and high performance. I'm so glad to be doing this for you. Today on a Sunday, it's super sunny out here in Berkeley, California, and everyone is happy and enjoying the respite from all the rain and stuff we've had. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Last week I did a video on clarity and how clarity helps you get confidence. This week we're going to talk about how energy, your physical and mental vibrancy really impacts your confidence and your productivity and how much you can get done. So as a high performance, I want to share with you again that it's my job to help you consistently beat what's ever normal in your life without burning out. And that the last sentence is super important because so many times in personal development and career coaching and all that stuff, you get trained to just, grind, crush it, and eventually you can't sustain it over the long term. If you're constantly not sleeping right, if you're constantly not treating your body right, if you're constantly feeling stressed and not having that time to recuperate to optimize your performance, you never get to that next level. So in this video, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about energy, right? This is the second component in the high performance coaching process that we do with all my clients and stuff. And it's super important because the people that are the most productive in their jobs or the most productive with their family life or in their communities are the people that can manage and change their mental and physical vibrancy. They have the tools to, one, have a good base of energy and to be able to produce it and generate it when they need to. So, if you're feeling tired, you feel exhausted, overwhelmed and not knowing where to start, a lot of times some energy work can be really, really awesome to help you optimize and get to that next level. So, for me, back in 2007, I graduated from graduate school with a master's in information systems, started my first gig in corporate America, and was overwhelmed by the financial responsibility of my student loans. And it got so bad that at a point in my life, I was, doing that whole juggling game with, do I buy food? Do I pay which bills? Have to pay my student loans. It was completely overwhelming, and I was so stressed out about it. Feeling a little bit helpless, and maybe you've been in a situation where you've just been kind of overwhelmed with a lot of emotion to the point where you couldn't really, function. You weren't sleeping right, maybe, perpetually grumpy and all that kind of stuff. I know that was me, and fortunately, I accidentally stumbled on what would really help me out in that particular situation. I had a close friend who I grew up with that wasn't a runner. He got into running in, I think, the end of high school a little bit. And then in college, ended up running a marathon. And I was really inspired by this. And so being broke, trying to think, okay, I need to get in shape. I need to do something a little bit different. I knew how to work out in a weight room, but I didn't want to pay a monthly thing to go to the gym. What could I do that would be kind of cheap that I could do on my own? And I just kind of wanted to see if I could also run a marathon. So in early 2008, I signed up for the Chicago Marathon. I had 10 months to train. Could not run 15 minutes straight without feeling like I was going to have a heart attack. And really, through that process of training for a marathon, that was exactly what I needed to help manage my energy and all the other aspects of my life. So I could train and run out all the stress and the negative emotions I was feeling, which allowed me to then think of my life okay, maybe these are a couple places I can shave some pennies off of to really focus on the student debt. Maybe it's just a numbers game. Maybe I need to figure out how I can advance in my career a little bit more strategically in order to make a little bit more salary, in order to be in a better position. And so, through that, I'm very thankful that, that started me on the route to handling the financial mess I'd gotten in from going to school. So what I'm essentially saying is, if there are places in your life where you're feeling overly emotional, overly stressed out, really getting into your body, and working out, eating right, treating your body right can be the key and the lever to get you through that and to the next level, or the other side of that, to where things are happier. So with that said, I want to talk to you about five of my favorite ideas on leveling up your energy. Just get my notes up here. And so these are things that I've taken from some of the high performance coaching stuff, and just some of the things that I've read, and everything is stuff that I practice. And when I'm really good at it, I can feel that sense of engagement, and you just feel so much better, so much more enthusiastic for life when you have your energy in the right spot, and that can help you in a business situation when you have to make a deal or you have to lead a team. It can help you in your family when you need to quiet the kids that are going kind of crazy because they're growing up or whatever makes them crazy. Maybe it's sugar, I don't know. But, to be the adult that's calm, that can, model proper behavior and not just get angry and start screaming at everyone, can be super, super helpful. So, without further ado, the 5 things that I like to do amongst all the things you could do for your energy, I would highly encourage you to experiment. These aren't just the 5, but if you wanted to start somewhere, this is awesome. Okay, the first thing, without dragging out any longer, is to get on your sleep game and make sure you're sleeping at least 7 hours a night. And if you're one of those workaholic warriors that are I can survive on 1 hour of sleep because that's what the Navy SEALs do, awesome. And I'm sure you would be more effective if you slept more. There's a reason why that's, the Navy SEALs do that in an extreme circumstance, because they might have certain instances for short periods of time when they need to go and do that. But, it's against the Geneva Convention for torture to sleep deprive people. Why would you torture yourself in that manner? So, sleep is super important. It is the foundation of how you're going to feel energetically through the day. And if you have enough sleep, you'll make better decisions with your health. You'll be able to, you won't talk yourself out of working out. You will eat the things that you're supposed to eat and not eat all the delicious junk food that is everywhere. So, having that locked in can go a long, long way to helping you have higher energy, and then in turn, higher confidence and productivity in your life. So, okay, sleep, number 1. Second thing is water, right? I have this liter bottle. This is Bring the Joy, right? And I try to drink at least 3 full things of these guys a day. And just because so much, I didn't realize how dehydrated I was until I started adding on the extra water. And it seems kind of common sense. It seems kind of silly, but if you drink coffee, if you enjoy an adult beverage from time to time, wine, beer, all that stuff, that's taking water out of the system. And when you're not, fully hydrated, it's really stressing on all the organs and all that kind of stuff. And if you feel chronically tired during the day, a lot of times that you're just dehydrated, you need to drink more water, which is a little bit surprising, a little bit common sense. But if you're I don't think this will work for me, give it a shot, and I think you'll be surprised at how much of an impact it can make on how you just feel throughout the day. So drink water. Number 2. Number 3, sometime either before or after lunch, take a 30-minute walk outside. The Daystar is such a good source of energy for plants and stuff. I think people are a little bit closer to plants than we like to let on, because, like I said, in Berkeley, we had the first sunny weekend, since I think the beginning of the year. It's been really gloomy and rainy here, and people are walking around, they're smiling at each other, everyone seems a little bit more energetic, a little bit happier, and it's been the exact opposite, going into work and stuff. Everyone's kind of dragging. It's been hard to get up in the morning, all that kind of stuff. So, getting out in nature for 30 minutes can be super, super helpful. So give that a shot before or after lunch. Is a really good time in the middle of the day, especially if you work a job where you sit a lot. Getting the body moving a little bit and getting some vitamin D and some sunshine can really change your game. Okay. Fourth thing, that was number 3, is to take a 30-minute walk every day. The fourth thing is to, for most of your food, eat things that are not made in a factory, right? So if you want, so it's mostly like you do meat and fresh vegetables. You can do like bread that's been like cooked by a baker and not manufactured, like Wonder Bread. And it's one of those things. So in my journey, I've tried all sorts of different food things. So I've done vegan a couple of times. I've been veggie. I did a no trash diet once, where you're trying to eat things that don't produce trash. Did that for 3 months. And the thing that I think is in common, I've been paleo too. And the thing that's in common with all those different diets is to eat clean. And to eat clean really just means like fresh produce, fresh meat, fresh carbohydrates, if you will, And I think if you stick to that, the way that you feel every day is going to change quite a bit, And a lot of all the like fad diets and stuff, I think that is one of the common threads that I've seen studying this stuff for, the last 20 years or whatever. So definitely give that a try. I think you'll be surprised. And, it allows you to like eat things that you want. It's just, is this, you can tell if it's made in a factory, if there's a lot of ingredients you can't pronounce. If, it comes in a package, that's usually a big sign that it's been created in a factory. So those are some guidelines that can help you when determining that stuff. Okay. The fifth and final idea and thing that I really love to do to help manage my energy when you need to quiet down, you need to, settle in, or you have a big speech you need to do, or a big thing where you have to perform, is to take 20 minutes to meditate and just kind of settle into the moment. And I think in today's age, with all the things coming at you online, like this, maybe, or, the notifications, beep, bops, boops, and all the things that the computer does to get your attention, it can seem like you're just, spinning and spinning and spinning, and you don't take time to settle down. And so having that 20 minutes to just focus inward, to maybe reflect, to kind of de-stress, can really change the gauge on how you feel. So those are my 5 ideas. I'd love to hear what you love to do to help your energy. Please post that below this video. And of course, again, if you're interested in individual coaching in the high performance process, I can guide you through that. And there's a link below this video that you can take the first step, which is to fill out an application for a free 1-hour session. And I do the application, 1, to get to know you a little bit better, 2, so you get to know the process, and then make sure we're not going to waste each other's time. And then 3, so that when we get on the call, I can make it tailored to your specific life. For that 1 hour, we do the strategy session, and we'll go through these 5 things that I'm talking about in this video series. So last week was clarity. This is energy. Next week, you're going to love it. I'm going to talk about courage and how that's important for your confidence and productivity and overall life. And but the strategy called, whoa, don't hit the computer. This is live. Don't hit. Oh, I was just going to say don't hit the computer again. The strategy session is so valuable, again, because it's tailored in your life, and we do that deep dive. So if you're interested in that, hit the link below. Otherwise, comment with what you do for your energy below. I'd love to hear that. I'm always looking for new things to kind of research and figure out. So I don't know all the answers, but these are my 5 favorite things. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next week when I talk about courage. Take care, guys.